You are a camera person for a documentary that follows Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to a small city-state in the late medieval era. The Rock is seeking something he cannot identify, something that is missing in him, that has been missing in him for a long time, maybe as long as centuries before he was born. Even though you're back in medieval era, none of the villagers are surprised by you or the Rock or your camera gear. As you shoot some B-roll footage of villagers and goats and such, a monk walks up. He sees your camera rig and nods. Sorry, you say, but you're not sure what you're apologizing for. It's okay, the monk says. We get this all the time. This is the kind of place people seek what is missing. You ask the monk what he means. Well, Carl Jung came here, he says. It's where he got all of his ideas. The good ones, anyways. The monk tells you about other people who've come here. Marie Curie, Basho, Cicero, County Cullen, Angela Lansbury. But I'm only mentioning the famous ones, he says. That's not cool. Just look around. You look around. You see suddenly that what you'd at first took to be the garb of medieval villagers, never having been in a medieval village before, is all sorts of styles of clothing, all sorts of fabrics. And what you took to be all villagers are not only villagers, but also peoples from all over the world, all over time, from all of human experience. But why here, you ask the monk? The village suddenly seems drab and dirty, not a place for people to come in search of what they need. I don't know, he says. Personally, I think that what people seek could be found anywhere. It could be wherever the seeker was when they first realized they needed to seek what was missing. Or maybe the missing thing is always everywhere, was never missing, and the seeking is an act of allowing oneself to find. But the fact that the seekers seek what they seek here makes more seekers seek here, and makes what needs to be found more easily found here. You see the Rock then, far away. He clutches something in his hands. He sees you and waves. He holds the clutched thing up and shouts. You can't hear him at this distance, but he looks happy, purely happy. And you, the monk says, what are you seeking? I'm not seeking anything, you say. I'm a camera person. I just needed the job. But you're here now. You came here, the monk says. You look around. You're no longer holding the camera. Without the camera, you're no longer a camera person. You look down at your empty hands. Thin strands of silver are tied around each of your fingers, 7 or 8 strands per finger. You remember now tying each of these around your fingers, tying them to hold some thought in when it felt the thought might blow away. The silver strands dangle and whip about in the breeze, but do not blow away. Thank you.